Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hi. Okay. Don't get angry at me, but we need to talk about flakiness, about being flaky. I know that you're not trying to be flaky. I know it. Nobody wants to be flaky, okay? I get that. However, there's some flakage going on, some flakiness happening in our world. And I want to help you if this is you. If you are someone that's like, yeah, I'm going, and then you cancel last minute, or you're like, yeah, I'm coming to the retreat. And then you're like, oh, I can't, sorry, last minute. Or you keep saying yes, but you really want to say no. And then people just know that they're not really going to mess with you because you talk shit, but you don't do it. Because that's what happens, baby. I want to help you. I used to be flaky, super flaky. I couldn't commit. I had issues committing. Flakiness is really related to issues committing to something, along with a few other things that I want to talk about on this podcast. Now, I'm not a flaky expert, but I was a flaky person. And so if you're feeling seen in this, then maybe you get me. Maybe you're in this right now, and I want to be of service to you because it's a bad habit and it's something that really messes with your reputation and your credibility. And if you're trying to build a big business, if you're trying to be a person of influence, if you're trying to grow in your career at work, if you're trying to be someone, a good friend that's loyal, when you're flaky, it's hard for people to trust you. It's hard for you to build the credibility. It's hard for you to build trust. It's a lot of shit talking and not a lot of action. It's a lot of talking the talk, but not walking the walk. It's a lot of talking. A lot of people say, like, don't talk about what you're going to do, just do it. And I love that so much. That said, I like to promote myself. I like to share things. I want people to know what I'm up to. But I only say shit that I'm going to do or that I'm doing. And I think it's really important because if we're not careful, then what can happen is that we could just be flaky as hell. So I was thinking about this because I want you to win. And it's important because if you want your reputation to be good, if you want people to trust you, if you want people to open up to you, it's something that I had to work on a lot. And I want to share a few things that I found for me and what I see in some of my clients or the people that I've worked with that gets in the way of this and that causes the flakage and that causes us to not be who we want to be. And one of the core things, the core ways that you can build confidence in yourself, which confidence is trusting yourself, your ability to trust yourself. That's what confidence is. Do you trust yourself? So one of the core ways to do this is to keep your word to yourself. So if you say, I'm going to the gym and it's 7 a.m. and you snooze and wake up at 8 and don't go, that breaks your trust. When you say yes, but you really mean no, that breaks your trust. And so sometimes when we're flaky, we're so used to breaking our own trust. We're so used to not following through with the things we say we're going to do that's who then we become. That's the behavior that we showcase in every area and relationship in our life. And after a while, people go, oh, nah, they're flaky. Nah, I'm not messing with them. Don't believe her. I'm not going to listen to what she says. Yeah, she says that, but it's like being late, which I still struggle with. Stop playing. I'm really working on that. Like, why are you always late? Like, oh, people are just going to depend on you always being late and not being prepared and not being on time. And then it becomes your personal brand. You're the flaky person who says they're going to do it, but you're not really going to do it. And I'm telling you right now, that is not a good personal brand to have. If you have goals to build an amazing business, an amazing personal brand, an amazing role at work, that's not a good label to have on you that other people go, damn, that person's flaky. And don't be angry at the people. Look at your behavior. Are they right? Is that what's happening with you? So a few reasons. one of the main things I think when we get flaky is that we really don't want to do the thing. So let's use an example. I want to join a mastermind. I want to grow my business. I want to work on myself with all these women in business. But I get sent the link and I don't click on it. And when I get the message like, oh, yeah, no, I'm doing it. But I don't do it, and I don't sign it, and I don't sign up, and I don't follow through, and then I don't do it. And then I miss the due date, and everyone's like, oh, you missed it. You'll have to wait for the next round. That's self-sabotage. And maybe you didn't really want to do it. And that's okay. Like FOMO, who cares? What do they call it? JOMO, joy of missing out. Great. Maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe that's why you missed out on the thing. Maybe that's why you're not following through. Maybe you really don't want to do the thing. That's why you're flaky. That's a possibility. Maybe you just have to be like, I don't want to do that. That's not important to me. I don't want to do that. That's not for me right now. I was feeling really bad earlier in the year because I was doing so well with my fitness and my food and my naturopath. Amazing. And then the book and the TED and my speaking career like took off this year, and my mom and all these things. I had about 17 important things happening at once. Of course, I'm going to drop the ball on one thing. And for me, my business and my book and my brand and all the shit that I was doing with the business took off. My health and well-being, me working out, me prepping food, me doing that, went to the back seat. It's always went to the back seat. So I know how to do that. Is that good? No. But I'm being honest with me and with you and telling you that the thing that's always gone to the back seat goes to the back seat. And I'm so disciplined and hardcore in my business that I'm like, why do I struggle with my... But then I'm like, I have 17 things happening at once. I'm going to do something not right. And I'm going to have to go all in on my health and wellness and fitness if I want to get to what I want to get to, which is a big goal that I have there. But I can't do that if I also have 17 other big goals. Which one priority, like we got to talk about this another time, but prioritizing the important shit. Actually, I did a podcast about it. Prioritizing what's important. Look at me. I already did it, right? We could talk about it more though. It's like there are things that are important and we can't juggle all the balls all at once. You are going to drop a ball. Which ball are you willing to drop right now? What's timely? What needs your attention now? What can't wait? What's important? What can be to the side for next time? That's the juggle. So maybe you're flaky about this thing because you don't really want to do it. Just admit it to yourself. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Or maybe you have been people pleasing. Oh, that was mine. For sure, that was mine. I just wanted people to like me. I just wanted to be liked. I wanted to have people enjoy my company and what I would say. So I didn't want to miss out on events. I didn't want to miss out on going to things. I was a people pleaser. I would say yes, even though I meant no. My head would be like, yes. But I'm like, no, inside, why? I don't want to go to this. So I would say I would go to a party. I remember me and Hamish were going to a party. I talked about this before on the podcast. And we're driving into the city and we do not want to go. Hamish definitely doesn't want to go, my husband. And I'm like, why did we say yes to this? And then our friend who's hosting the party calls us and is like, hey, so we decided we're not going to do it. We're just really tired and we just wanted to honor our body. So we're not going to do it. Bitch, we are almost there. And I just looked at my husband and I was like, do I throw the phone out the car? I was so angry. Not even angry that they weren't going to show up. Angry that they had the ability to say, nope, we're going to rest. We're tired. Our bandwidth, bullshit. We were also tired, but we didn't listen to ourselves. And we were just jealous and hating on the fact that they had the audacity to believe and listen to themselves and actually listen to their bodies and not do it. Now, I am a very... If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it person. So I struggle with that. I'm not going to lie. I struggle when people say yes and then they all of a sudden pull out last minute. I don't like it. I don't do it. I will be tired and exhausted and need a break and still show up. I'm not saying that's a fucking badge of honor. That's probably not a good thing. But I like to keep my word. So I don't know. You decide what you want to do for you. So I was pissed off that they did that, but I was more pissed off that we didn't have the integrity for ourselves to go, you know what? We're exhausted. We don't want to come all the way into the city to this event. And then we're almost there and then they cancel. So it was a life lesson from the universe of like, listen, when you really don't want to do something, you have to check in. When there's an opportunity to say yes or no, what do you want to say? Don't go to your head, go to your body. What is your heart saying? What is your nervous system saying? What are your adrenals saying? What is the best thing for you to do? When you're flaky, you don't even think about that. You're just like, yeah, okay. And then later on, you have to reconcile and deal with yourself of going, oh shit. I just didn't show up. Okay, that's a bit cowardly. Have a conversation. And I love you, but I'm going to say it. Like, if somebody tells me yes and then they really wanted to say no, I'm like, don't do that. Just talk to me. Have the difficult conversation. Yeah, it's hard. It sucks to say no. Of course it does. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, duh, welcome. This is what it is. This shit's not meant to be comfortable. I'm sorry. What? Like, it's not comfortable. It's meant to be awkward and uncomfortable. You're meant to feel like, oh, shit. Listen, I know I said I'm coming, but here's the reality. And I'm so sorry if I let you down. And I don't want to let myself down, and I just have to honor that for me. Cool, I hope you understand. And if they get angry, they get to get angry. But you know what will probably happen? They'll be like, damn, you know what? Thank you so much for being honest with me and letting me know. And they won't go, flaky ass bitch, who says yes and then last minute doesn't rock up, right? That's how I was. I was flaky. So I'm saying this with love. That's how we clean it up. Just have the conversations. Just say no when you mean no. You don't have to please anybody. At the end of the day, you have to be good with you. So, number one, maybe you don't want to do the thing. Check in with yourself. Do you actually want to do it? Have you just said yes, even though you haven't even asked? Hold on. Do I want to go to that party? Hold on. Do I want to pick up that client? Hold on. Do I want to join that mastermind? Hold on. Do I want to go to that event? Check in. Don't like, what's the word called? Fester, but check in. Take a minute. What do I want? Yes, no, blah, blah. I do want to do it. Okay, cool. The second one, people pleasing. Saying yes, but you really want to say no. Is that happening? The third one is self-sabotage. And this is hard because if you're not very self-aware, if you're not thinking about what you're thinking about, if you're not reflecting on your thoughts, if you're not reflecting on your behavior, on what you're doing, on who you're being, if you're not like the Sherlock Holmes of your life, and after something happens, you go back and you evaluate, who was I being? What was going on? If you don't do that, catch the lessons, then you might not be very self-aware in order to understand when you're sabotaging yourself. Because maybe the thing that you said yes to or the thing that you want to do is presenting in front of you and you are allowing it to float by. Instead of going, yes, I want to do it, let's go. You're just like, oh man, I don't know. And you're questioning and you're second guessing. And instead of saying, yep, I'm in, let's go, sign the paper, let's make it happen, I do, let's get married, let's join the mastermind, hell yeah, I want a pay rise, let's go. Instead of doing that, which is what you want to be doing, you are like sabotaging. And I've had a few clients that this happened to. And it's unfortunate because sometimes when we've had shit our whole life and things have been bad our whole lives, we get used to that. We get used to shit being shit. We get used to things not working out. We get used to people treating us badly. We get used to it not working. We get so used to that. And then when it starts to work and things work out for us and amazing stuff happens, we think that's weird. We're like, wait, what's going on here? Everything's so fucking perfect and amazing. Hold on, you love me? What? I don't know about that. I had a client once that was like pushing her boyfriend away, like treating him badly on purpose so that he would leave so she could go, I told you I'm a piece of shit and you don't want to be with me. And he's like, well, fuck, you're really pushing me here. He stayed because he caught on to what she was doing. He's self-aware. A lot of people aren't self-aware. And so maybe there's a sabotage going on. Maybe you don't know what it would be like to have everything you want and have a beautiful life and everything work out nicely. And that scares you more than continuing on with what you've got. You'd rather, what does it say? The devil you know. So you're like, at least I know this. I can control this. But you don't know the other side. And everything great could happen. And that maybe scares you. So just have a think about it. Is it that you don't really want to do it? Is it that you're people pleasing? Or is it that you're self-sabotaging? I did a podcast about self-sabotage as well. God, I've done a lot of podcasts. We're like on 408, 407. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Anyway. So I really want to help you because if you're getting flaky, if you're being flaky, if you're saying yes, but you meant to say no, if you're like, I'll be there and then you don't show up, all that's happening, baby boo, is your reputation is going down. You're going to be known as the person that doesn't keep their word, the flaky person. And if you don't want to be known that way or you want to fix that up, maybe you're there now and you're like, shit, I need to fix it. Keep your word to yourself. Build that confidence. If you say you're going to do it, fucking do it. Keep your word to yourself. Be who it is you want to be. Act as her. That's like a thing I've been saying quite a lot. Don't just say, I want to be her. Be her. I want to be this. Be it now. Act as it now. Start living it now. Go to the future you who you want to be and act like her every freaking day. Dress like her. Talk like her. Have her confidence. Have her thought process, her mindset. Do the work like she would do the work. have her outcome. You will have her outcomes if you start becoming her now. That version of you that you want to be, tap into her. Ask her, what would she do? Think about that future you, the future you that's confident, that's not flaky, that is amazing, that's on point, that's getting everything she wants, that lives a great life, that is happy and joyful. What is she doing? How is she thinking? What are the thoughts that run through her mind? See if you can steal them and put them into your life now and today. And I promise you shit will change for you. Okay, I love you so much. I hope you have the best week. And I'll see you next week. Peace. Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you can listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.